Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing 15 hijab and hijab styles from my new lines. One is the everyday range of scarves and the other is the royal range of scarves. Both are available as hijabs and hijabs. They're all on pearl-daisy.com, by the way, if you want to go and see more pictures or if you want to purchase any of them, or even if you want to know what a hijab is, because a lot of you still, especially if you're new to my channel, will ask what a hijab is. It's all on Pearl Daisy, so that will give you a better idea. Otherwise you can carry on watching and I'll show you how I styled these scarves. Okay, so starting off with the everyday hijabs. This material is very thin but very voluminous. This is an extension of our existing everyday line. I've released more colors because they're just really popular and I really love the material myself. I think it's perfect for spring and summer. I wanted to do this style, which is quite a casual, easy, breezy, lightweight, chuck around the shoulder kind of style. It's not extremely structured, it's not extremely complicated, it's just really taking one side of the hijab around your shoulders, leaving the other one to sit on where it was sitting as you put it onto your head. It's just really easy, really low key. That's what I've been really playing with in terms of my hijab and my hijab styles. So this color is Cola, and now we're going to move on to the shade Craving, which is a darker grey. Again, if you're into wearing pastels for spring and lighter colors for summer, these sorts of shades are really lovely to contrast against lighter shades of clothing. So I wanted to do a style that involved a knot, because knots are really easy to do, and because this material is so thin, you can see even that knot is not bulky. You can still use the rest of the fabric to sort of take that around your neck to give you some coverage around the back. I also bring it around the front and tuck it into my top there. Easy peasy, you know, literally 20-second scarf style. Looks low-key, looks really casual, it's easy to do. Perfectissimo. Okay, the next shade is Blush. I absolutely love this shade. It's one of my favorites. Very feminine. Again, great for spring and summer. I love these kinds of shades because look at this scarf style. It's so simple to do, but because the scarf color is so pretty, it just gives a very elegant, lovely look. A bit of pink on the shoulder, simple everyday makeup. I love this whole look. Moving on to the Cappuccino hijab, I'm going to pop it onto my head, and then I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I twisted the front and then I pinned that under my chin. I haven't actually used very many pins throughout these tutorials. You would, by the way, use pins to pin down your hijab or your hijab if you are going to be doing this style and going out of the house, because otherwise obviously it will fall out. But because this was just for this photo shoot and I needed to get lots of styles done, I didn't pin them down. So anywho, I folded it at the top, took one side around my shoulder. Again, you can see, you guys, how thin and lightweight these scarves are, but they still give you so much coverage. There's so much material still to play with without it sitting heavy or bulky on the head. I just love them so much. That's why I wanted to expand them. These are also available as hijab, so I'm going to show you a couple of hijab styles as well. This is my signature hijab style. It's the one that I have done so many times in the past. I've shown you them in my Get Ready With Me's a bazillion times, lots of tutorials. I'm going to just show you again for those of you who haven't seen it before. I still get so many questions on how I do this style. So I literally flip the back over to the front, wrapped one side around the back of the head, and then use the other side more for coverage and for draping along the front. And I just, again, you can see how easy it is to just tuck in and neaten up. I then adjust the front just to make sure that it's framing my face properly, and then tuck in any excess bits of the wing parts of the hijab and pin them into place. Because of the material and the design of the hijab, it's not a lot of material in terms of width that you're playing with. So these still feel lightweight on the head and are really comfortable for me to wear. Okay, my next style with the hijab is going to involve, this time, instead of flipping around the front to the back, or rather the back to the front, I'm going to twist the front. I really enjoyed doing this, actually. Something different. I don't think I've done it before. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might have done. I do forget. I get a bit of scarf amnesia. I literally don't remember how I do these styles afterwards. That's why we film them. And I can't recreate them exactly as they are, ever. So there you go. Anywho, wrapped around, and then I've left two long bits at the front, which just kind of give you that extra coverage, but also again add to that sort of casual look of, hey, I just kind of chucked this around my shoulder and let it sort of hang there. Okay, now I'm going to do an asymmetrical style with the hijab. So I've literally created that sort of pattern at the front there, and then I'm going to flip the back to the front I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm very sleep deprived today. And then again, do the same thing that I did in the previous style, which is that one sort of gives you that coverage and one is there more for styling and for extra draping. And the last style that I'm going to do is going to be pretty much exactly the same as I did my signature style. So a couple of styles ago, but this time we are going to create sort of a flap at the front there. I was inspired by the side fringe for this style, and I just think it's something a little bit different rather than to just have that traditional way of framing the face with your scarf. Okay, we're now going to move on to the royal line of scarves, which are again available as hijabs and as hujabs. This is in the textured material, so if you've been buying Pearl Daisy scarves for a while, you'll probably be aware of the textured line of scarves that we did. These were best-selling scarves. I absolutely loved them, and I really wanted to wait and come out with something special with this material. So the royal line of scarves is comprised of either very vivid, beautiful royal shades of scarves or very low-key but still very classy shades of scarves, which is this one. This is the Royal Day Off scarf, a beautiful pink, it's sort of a neutral pink shade that will suit everyone. It's perfect for everyday wear, great for again spring and summertime. Moving on to Stallion. This one is my favorite. It's such an unusual, beautiful, warm color. I know we're moving into spring, but you know, we don't have to always wear pastels. This scarf is going to flatter everyone. Okay, now we're going to move on to Sapphire, which is a vivid navy color. Absolutely love this. Again, navy is so incredibly flattering. You haven't seen me wear it a lot because I was wearing it all the time for a while. Now watching this tutorial, I'll probably want to wear it again. I've really been enjoying doing scarf styles where one piece of the fabric is sort of draped over one shoulder. So that sort of draping effect, I love to carry that on. Even if the scarf style is quite tight around the head, I still like to drape one side over the shoulder. I don't know why, I just think it looks really feminine and it just feels really nice for me to wear like that. Okay, this hijab, just a random one in here, is the dark chocolate bordered chiffon hijab. This one I actually hadn't done a style for the website, so that's why I'm doing that here now. But I love it. Again, chiffon is just great, isn't it? I'm going to do more chiffon scarves hopefully very, very soon. So keep an eye out for that. These are just super duper easy to style. I was wearing these all through autumn and winter as well, even though they're very thin, and people often love wearing chiffon scarves in spring and summer. I just like to wear them all year round. Okay, now moving on to the royal hijabs. I'm going to show you how my signature style looks with a bit of a twist to it. So I flip the back to the front, and then I'm going to take both wings around my head sort of together, as you can see, allowing these folds and these drapes to form. Again, because the wings are quite thin, you don't end up with too much bulk around the head. That's why I love the hijab. I'm then sort of fiddling with the folds to make sure that they're sitting nicely. It's the best way I can describe it. And then you can either sort of wrap the front around, drape it over your shoulders, or leave it down as you saw before. The coverage is completely adjustable with the hijabs. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching my video today. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know which of these styles you try. All the hijabs and hijabs from today's video are available on Pearl Daisy unless they've sold out. Take care. Doodles.